Janelle! The queen is here.
Thank you.
Have you been able to process anything? Did you get any sleep last night? I mean, what a whirlwind. Wow.
I had some really great wine and I haven't had my phone back, obviously. And I'm not really processing game. I'm just like, whatever. So I woke up in a beautiful house with a great pool, and I'm just living my best life in California at this moment.
Janelle, 2 words. What happened?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm an extremely large target. I'm an extremely big name. I think this All-Stars, my position was the exact same as it was the previous All-Stars, where they gunned for me day one, okay? They're gunning for me day one. If I don't win a competition or if I don't have a friend that's an HOH, I'm probably on the block. And if I don't win the power veto, I'm going home. Same scenario 14 years later. It doesn't even, you know what I mean? Like, that's what happens. That is who I am in the game, and a lot of people are extremely scared and threatened by me.
Is there a bit of a good feeling like, hey, I guess they're threatened by me. I guess that's kind of a props to me kind of thing, you know? I
mean, yes. They're always threatened with me. I've played this game 4 times. So I'm not angry, like I'm not bitter. I 100% get it.
Because it seemed like the minute you and Kaser walked in, there's Janelle, it's boom. It's like targets right away. It's like, give these people a chance. You know what I mean?
Going into the game, but to have my ride or die in the house as well, bigger target. Like, it was pretty big, but that made it bigger.
Now, you have so many day ones and hardcore fans from all the times you played and whatnot. You have like a direct outlet to them right now, just to give back and to say something, because there are a lot of people that are still trying to wipe their tears and go, come on, I was supposed to watch the rest of the season without Janelle in the house. So what do you want to say directly to them? And there are a lot of them, I'm telling you.
So I want to tell this to the fans. Thank you for your support over the years, this season, but don't stop watching the show, because there's still a lot of, players in the game and things to happen. And they know that I was a huge target, and there's a very small chance that I would even make it to the very end. Like, it's very small. So I think I was playing from one of the worst disadvantages from the get-go. Like, me with Kaser, whatever. So thank you for your support over the years. I love you all. I absolutely adore you all. Be nice to Nicole A. She's just a kid. She didn't know. And, I'm excited to chat with the fans over the course of the next 2 months about Big Brother.
Now, going in there and you see Kaser's in there, like, all right, we're going to work together. Who did you hope in your heart? Like, let me just have 2 more people to work with throughout the whole, stretch of you being in there. Who are you really hoping you could have worked with? Give me 2 people and why them?
So if Kaser wasn't in there, initially I was like, me and Tyler, because we're 2 huge targets, 2 threats. We could have worked together. It would have been awesome, because he's a big name, I'm a big name. Other people that I would have loved to play with again would be Dan Giesling and Danielle Reyes. Danielle Reyes and I never got a chance to work together, so it would have been awesome to see her in the house and potentially work with her rather than against her like I did in the last All-Stars. So those are the 2 people, Dan and Danielle Reyes.
Now, when you're sitting last night and Julie's telling you, hey, I just want to let you know about this other alliance up here with a couple of other members you might not have known about, I mean, the look on your face kind of said it all. You had no clue that was going on, right?
No, I didn't. I think Christmas surprised me the most. That was the one that surprised me the most. And I remember, I think it cut to commercial. And I said, Julie, and Julie's like, are you shocked, Janelle? And I'm like, I said, yeah, I am. And I said, how did Christmas get in there? And she pointed to the house and she goes, I don't know. Like, how does she get on the show? And I said, no, not the show, the alliance.
Did anybody, even though now you're like, all right, no hard feelings, this and that, but did anybody kind of disappoint you strictly on their gameplay? Like, come on, you're here to play a game and you're just sitting around. Is there anybody that kind of disappointed you in the way of, come on?
Devon and Bailey, like, what are they doing? They are sitting ducks. I mean, if there was a moment to save me, to give yourself a week, wouldn't you do that? I mean, what are they doing? Kevin, his gameplay, I mean, it's so predictable. It's like his game is so obvious, and it's just like, oh my God, that man.
If you could talk into Kaser's, what is that, a fly going around? What?
Fine.
What does Kaser have to do now without his ride or die in the house to move further and potentially make it as far as he can? I mean, what do you say to him? What did you say potentially? Or what does he have to do to deflect and keep moving and maybe switch things up?
I told Kaser he's got to break that alliance up. I told him how to do it. It's got to be Nicole Franzel and Danny D on the block to fracture them up, because Tyler's closer to Danny and Cody's closer to Nicole. So that kind of dynamic could potentially cause waves in their alliance. That's what I told him to do. But, hearing that Enzo won HOH, that's not good for Kaser necessarily, because Enzo probably thinks that he's with Cody and Tyler. So I guess, I don't know. I told Kaser, get Nicole Franzel out so you can pick Ian, because that's a for sure number for him.
Now, you're mainly saying Nicole F because she's already been a winner, like, come on, or is it some kind of, you guys kind of had it out a little bit.
Or you know what? Kaser could potentially work with Nicole Franzel and Ian. He doesn't have problems with Nicole. He knows that he can't trust her, but if things get fractured, that's a good place for him to be, is with those two.
Will you and Nicole F be cool after the show, or it's like, she goes there, I go there?
I'm not going to block her or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm not like that. I'm not petty. Will I go to her wedding? No. I wouldn't say, we weren't friends before this season. So we will continue our same existence as a big BB alumni. I will probably see her again at an event, at someone else's wedding, or whatever.
I got some cool questions from fans that were like super fans that were sent for me to ask you. I'm just going to pick a couple and throw them at you if that's cool. Morgan says, how does it feel to be a BB legend and have the entire house jelly?
I mean, I've felt this before, and I'm used to it. It's a normal thing. If I'm in the house, it's like, oh, we have to get her out. We have to get her out. She's the queen. Let's do it. I'm used to it. So it feels good. I mean, there's no hard feelings.
Moonshine239 on Twitter says, will you come to my wedding? I'm not engaged or even in a relationship right now, but I'll have one just so I can invite you, Janelle.
I would love to come to your wedding.
Yeah.
I hope it's in Canada.
That is awesome. That's from Moonshine239. Mia says, will you still be friends with Danny after this season?
I will still be friends with Danny, yes. I have no ill will towards her. I honestly, I hope she wins the money.
Sweet Pea on Twitter says, why did you guys both decide to use the first safety suite at the same time?
So things happened really fast, but I wanted to make it seem like I had done a deal with Kaser, so it wasn't like we were like together. But we both played to make it seem like there was a deal. Like, oh, if we both play, like, I'll take you and you take me. That's it.
And one more from Izzy here. Is there a chance of maybe you and Kaser teaming up for another show, like another round of Amazing Race maybe, but you and Kaser this time?
I'm not doing that show again.
No, you're done?
No, there's no way. I'm not running around the world looking like shit again.
All right, final little bit of the interview is the speed round. Just give me the name that comes to you first, and let's have some fun, okay? All right, sneakiest player this season.
Sneakiest? Oh, I'd say Christmas.
Smartest player left in that house,
Like intellectually or game-wise?
game-wise.
Game-wise. I would say Tyler.
The house guest who needs to step up and start making some moves already.
Enzo.
The I'm talking but definitely not listening enough season award goes to who's doing this and not enough of this.
Talking but not listening.
Yeah.
I would say Cody. He talks a lot, but he doesn't listen.
There you go. The most hilarious to be around. Even in stressful situations, this person was like, okay, I know I'm going to get some laughs. The most hilarious to be around. Enzo. Yeah. The most out to lunch house guest this season.
Oh, God. I will say Ian.
Ian?
What is he doing? Like, what is his game plan here? I told you there's an alliance, and you continue to vote with them. You continue to give them information. What is the plan here, buddy? Like, what are you going to do? Playing for jury? It looks like he's just playing for jury at this point. He's playing to get 9th place. Like, congratulations.
I'm kind of waiting for him to spring alive too. Like, I don't get what's going on. The two that you're rooting for to sit side by side finale night. Which two?
It'll never happen, but Devon and Bailey.
And
at the final two, I think it'd be great for the show, great for them. Both amazing women, but I don't see it happening. But that's what I wish.
And if it ain't gonna be me, I hope to crown blank Queen of BB All-Stars. So just this season, who would you crown now that you're out? If somebody deserves a crown at the end of it, who do you hope deserves the crown?
There's only one person I would ever pass my crown to, and that is Bailey Amethyst Dayton Williams.
Awesome. Janelle, thank you so much for hanging out and answering all these questions and having fun with us. And huge fan base in Canada here, and obviously around the world too. So we hope to see you again. And maybe it's not Amazing Race, but maybe we'll see you somewhere.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Yep.